I could continue about the businesses that dominate across a broad spectrum of ventures. This episode will be days long. But for now, I'm just going to discuss things I didn't even realize were flexes. Uh, First, ice. No, not that one, but the one we put in our drinks.
Welcome to Wait What, your weekly verbal double take. This is a rabbit hole podcast where a couple of old guys do moderate to shallow dives into various topics, ranging from true crime, paranormal, sports, pop culture, or anything else that we find interesting. We drop episodes every Tuesday, and then on Fridays if we feel like it. You can follow us on Facebook, X, TikTok, and Instagram. We appreciate you joining us. And now that we got all this self-promotion stuff out of the way, here we go.
Well, hello and welcome to your weekly verbal double take. If this is your first time taking us in, thanks for checking us out. We are sorry, but this is the way we look and sound.
Did you say, is this your first time taking us in? That sounds pervy. I don't like it. All right, go on.
Well, joining me is my right-hand man, my partner in crime, my brother from another mother, Daryl.
Hi.
All right. The difference between confident and cocky isn't separated by much. In fact, depending on how much you like the person, that person is either confident and likable or cocky and dislikable. Both words describe somebody who is sure in their abilities. This confidence is usually backed up with years of experience and some skins on the wall, meaning they have a reason to be that confident friend or that cocky asshole. Well, I did an episode way back at Waywood's infancy about Texas flexes. And we all know Texas is the best state by far. And I wanted to remind everyone why. So today, I thought I would raise the scale, or raise the stakes. I wanted to remind everyone today why the United States is the best country in the world.
God bless America.
Well, whether you think that is a confident or cocky statement, it doesn't matter, because the U.S. has many reasons to be either. So here are some of America's best flexes.
Wait, before you get started, I'd like to say goodbye and thank you to our Australian, German, Swedish, UK, India, South America, all you guys. It was really nice. I'm sorry that Jason ran you off. All right, you can go on.
All of them are very aware that their countries are here and the United States is here. More like here.
Okay, so yeah.
They all recognize it.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
I stand by that. I mean, Canada, you'll stick around because, I mean, you're just going to eventually join us anyway, so.
Yeah. Just doing whatever we want.
You can only be our hat for so long.
Yeah. I'm sure Canada is beautiful. I've never been.
I was supposed to go, but then the waters were too choppy and my ship didn't get to go. But I should be in Vancouver next year.
There you go.
For at least a day or so.
There you go. Well, this is just a reminder to everybody about the U.S.'s flexes. And the first one is an obvious one, is our nuclear capabilities. Well, going to start with the most powerful weapon and deterrent in the world. The United States are one of only 9 countries that possess nuclear capabilities. Not only nuclear capabilities, but the United States and Russia by far possess the most nuclear warheads. And I'm talking about between 5,000 and 5,500 of them. That's quite a bit. I mean, the other 9 countries that have them, or the other 7 countries that have them, weren't even close to being in the thousands. More or less 5,000s. Just a couple hundred, maybe.
You don't need that many.
I know. This is why it's a flex. Why in the fuck do we have 5,000 of them?
Never have too much firepower.
All right, so with you starting out for this, I have to ask, since you were never really single whenever dating apps were a thing. If you were single right now and on a dating app, would one of your profile pictures be you at the gym flexing in the mirror, or like holding, you like holding a shotgun or something? Because I really get that vibe right now with you starting off with like nuclear capabilities. It's like, yeah, look what I got.
It's one of the biggest flexes because we also tell the rest of the world that no, you can't have one, but
We
you
haven't done that.
can.
Russia has as many as they want. I mean,
Well, I'll get to Russia here in a second.
Okay.
But how do we get there? How do we become the powerhouse that we are in the nuclear world? Well, it started with the Manhattan Project. The U.S. secretly built an entirely new branch of physics, engineered the atomic bomb from scratch, and ended a world war. It's also considered a flex because it was the largest scientific project in human history at the time. It employed roughly around 130,000 people in total secrecy. And the flex wasn't just the bomb he was doing at first, secretly and decisively.
Didn't some of that information from the Manhattan Project get leaked out to the Russians through spies?
There's spies everywhere. I'm sure some of it got leaked out.
Well, then our secrecy isn't really a good brag on that because.
Well, we did it first. And of course, we didn't stop there. Not only did we do it first, but we fucking used them. We have used 2 of them. So we designed the best planes, submarines, and a countermeasure that ensures the U.S. will not go down without taking you with us. Of course, we have nuclear submarines. They're invisible, unstoppable, and they're always there. It's terrifying because they're undetectable for months.
So, all right, I showed you the pictures of like the whenever. All right, so I went on a cruise not that long ago, and it was through the East Caribbean, and 2 of those stops were at U.S. Virgin Islands.
Mm-hmm.
At St. Thomas, they had the newest aircraft carrier parked outside of it. The SS Gerald R. Ford. It is one of those nuclear aircraft carriers, and it was covered in jets. Like, I mean, it was like they couldn't even move. I don't understand. And not just on top. They had the bottom open up, and they're down there. I'm like, how are these fucking things supposed to take off if you got them littered all over the fucking place? But between that, I mean, because that one was there because to blow up drug boats from Venezuela. And then whenever we went to St. Croix, that one, there was a cruiser called the SS Winston Churchill. And from what I understand, the purpose of it was to essentially any oil that was trying to get to Cuba, it's there to run it off.
Cut it off.
And so whenever I was talking to some people about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, there's also subs in the area right now." So this whole time we've been on this cruise ship, we might have had
a sub right below you,
submarines right under us. I was like, well, "That's fucking crazy."
Yeah, it's pretty creepy. Speaking of, that's another flex is the aircraft carriers you were just talking about.
You want me to send you a picture of the pictures I took? Oh, yeah. You have them. I sent you some.
You sent me some, yeah.
Okay.
So they're basically a moving war machine. Just the sheer size of them is a flex on its own, as they can carry 70 plus aircraft and anywhere between 4,500 and 6,000 personnel.
Well, this one kind of threw me off. The Gerald Ford threw me off because, like, the Midway, whenever I saw the Midway in San Diego, and that's an older, it's decommissioned. It is the Midway is gigantic. I don't know if it's because I'm not seeing it from a car or what, but like the cruise ship I was on was it wasn't one of the biggest ones. It was actually one of the cruise lines the cruise line I was on. It was like one of their smaller ones, and we still dwarfed that fucking aircraft carrier.
Other countries such as the UK, Russia, or China, they don't even have a carrier that can carry more than 2,000 people. So size does matter.
Man, look at the size of that thing.
Of course, we have the stealth bombers. They can strike anywhere on Earth. Once again, they're practically invisible to air defenses, similar to the submarines invisible on being underwater. And the scariest weapon is the one you can't see. And even if you could see it, you can't stop it. what I was talking about the second strike capability. This is what
Oh,
between us and Russia. The second strike capability refers to a country's ability to absorb a nuclear attack and still retaliate with a powerful nuclear response, similar
that's if
to
we only get
Chrome
hit
Dawn.
with one, though. But then again, I mean, yeah, I think that. I mean, but then again, we have them on subs throughout the ocean. So I
We can
guess if
strike
if
wherever.
if, if the
Yeah,
land get if all the United States gets one nuke in each state, we can still blast them from the sea.
that's actually right. So for the
I was
United States, this is a core part of its overall nuclear deterrent strategy, making sure no adversary could ever eliminate U.S. nuclear forces in a first strike, what they consult or consider MAD or mutually assured destruction.
I was gonna say Russia has those same submarines with
Mm-hmm.
nuclear missiles in them. Uh, One thing I'm surprised you didn't do the flex on is just I think we have in the United States we have the top five largest air forces. So like because each branch has their own like air divisions and each one is like bigger than every other places, which I thought was funny. But
Yeah, I say the United States has lots of military toys, like you're just
like,
alluding to.
mhm.
Most of the toys comes in the form of big ass guns or bombs, massive ships, or unbelievable aircrafts. These toys are great when you want to go big, make a mess of things, swing your dick around and show everyone who is boss. But sometimes a lighter touch is needed due to a delicate situation. And another flex we have here, which I'm not sure other countries have, but ours is well known, such as the special operations like Navy SEALs or the Delta Force.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because the British have SAS and they're pretty badass.
Mm-hmm. So they are used for surgical dominance. They're personal, precise, and they're unavoidable. They can strike leadership directly. There's no battlefield needed, and used perfectly for high value targets. You can't hide, you can only run, but even in that, it's just a matter of time before they get your ass. And an example of this was the Operation Neptune Spear, which is how we captured Osama bin Laden in 2011. The U.S. flew into another sovereign nation, killed the most wanted man on earth, collected proof, and left, all without casualties. All without casualties. It's a flex because we went deep inside Pakistan without telling them. We had stealth helicopters, elite operators, and once again, zero leaks beforehand, which may or may not be completely true. But the mission to for that only lasted 40 minutes, which is pretty incredible.
I think they kind of fucked up with this because with Bin Laden being essentially the face that we were given is like this was the guy that planned
Mm-hmm.
9/11 and all that. I think they, as gruesome as it may be, they should have put out the recording of him getting popped.
I'm sure it's
Uh,
out there somewhere. Yeah, but
oh, and it's not, but it should be.
it should be.
Because I mean, that if they were going to put a cap on things, that would have been the way to do it. Of course, they didn't want to put a cap on it. They wanted to keep us over there for another good fucking, what was it, 10 years?
Yeah,
Just
war
nice
makes
little
money.
forever war.
Yeah, war makes money. A more
Mm.
recent example would be the Venezuelan president or dictator Maduro. He asked for it. He asked us to come get him, and well, they did in a matter of minutes.
Boy, I was just playing when I said that earlier.
I kind of wonder because like when Biden was in office, Biden put like what was it, like a $10 million bounty on his head or $30 million bounty on his head. I kind of wonder, since Trump's all about like economy stuff, he's like, well, fuck, I don't want to pay that money out. Yeah, go get him.
Yeah,
Save us some money. Go get him.
exactly. Yeah, go use the badass military that we have, and go pluck him. That's exactly what they did. Said it was good. I thought it funny. I just remember the speech this Maduro guy was giving, was saying, come and get me, I dare you, come and get me, and then the next day or two later, he's going down the hallway in handcuffs with a bag over his head.
I think that I'm trying to remember if he made it to his safe room before they got him, or if they got him on his way to his safe room. I think he made it all the way to his safe room, and it was not safe enough.
This safe room doesn't feel that safe, okay?
A ringing endorsement for safe rooms right there.
Yeah.
Well, the reason these special forces are so good is not just because they are filled with people that should not be fucked with, but because their intel is accurate, which leads to the next flex, which is our global surveillance and our intelligence, which again is not just here, but we have one of the best. So you don't know how much they know, and that's the point. There's metadata awareness at a planetary scale, and targeting precision enabled by info that is literally gathered from everywhere.
Hey, government listening device. Do you hear what this guy's saying? Of course you do. You hear everything.
See, because we hear everything.
It said we have the ability to tap undersea cables, monitor global communications, and the real flex. We've only learned about some of this thanks to Edward Snowden,
who is still, persona non grata. Shouldn't be, because I mean, I don't look at what he did as treasonous or anything like that. I mean, they had no business peeping on me. I don't like I mean, every now and then, whenever I happen to be naked and a phone's nearby, I look at it and I look at the camera just so I can make eye contact with whatever NSA person's looking at my nakedness, because I want it to be uncomfortable. Stare them in the eye. Like, you want to look at this fat man naked? I hope you like it.
Be careful what you ask for.
I didn't ask. They just do it anyways.
No, I'm talking about the person looking at you.
Yeah. You know what y'all are doing.
So all of our defense systems together it's like no other, because our budget for defense just for last year from 2025 was $832 billion.
Too much.
And with that, we better have the best shit around if we're going to be spending that much.
Well, I mean, you say this, but we're kind of getting dwarfed right now by China whenever it comes to unmanned aerial vehicles. They've got the edge on us when it comes to drones, and I think with artificial intelligence. So we're not exactly number one in everything.
No, they may have some numbers and things, but we have quality.
No, I mean, that's the thing. Their drones are better than ours.
Oh. Well.
And I'm not just saying that so that we can finally get a listener in China, because we'll never get one. There's no way we'll pass through their sensors.
No way. So
we can't even pass through the YouTube censors. That's how I know, because YouTube does whatever China wants. So,
yeah. Well, the U.S. flexes all over the world in defense. That's been proven pretty much through history. Whether it's coming in hot or coming in without you knowing, the U.S. is tops. But we
only lose wars on purpose, like Vietnam.
Yeah. We're not just about defense and military or toppling enemies. We have other ways of showing off its impressive package. Now, Daryl, you have experience in traveling overseas in other countries.
I thought you were going to say, now, Daryl, you have an impressive package, but now I'm disappointed. So what were you saying?
Well, you have experience in traveling overseas.
Yes.
Now, has any other country that you've been in, do any of them have a vast coast-to-coast highway system?
Not that I'm aware of. The only country I've ever road tripped in was Italy, and even then, well, no, I went from Madrid through southern France all the way to Rome once. Also, yeah, lots of places have good. I mean, hell, the Germans got the Autobahn, motherfucker.
They do, but do they have it where it can? All right, let me finish.
Look, we don't get to brag about this too much because we have. All right, Look, the people. You know who you're punching down on right now with this. You're punching down on Canada and Russia and Australia, and both of these, all three of those are very large countries that have vast bits of it that are uninhabitable. We have pockets that are uninhabitable. Canada, North Territory, they can't do shit with that. The whole western part of Australia is fucking awful. Like, nobody ever drives from Melbourne to Perth on purpose because they really want to. And then, I don't know. I mean, Russia, it's a big chunk of it's in the Arctic Circle. So, yeah, I mean, you're kind of like, oh yeah, but I don't know if that's this. Go for it. Let me hear what you got.
But that's why it's a flex, because we have the ability to do it. The United States has the most highways by far. It is officially for civilian travel. And I haven't thought about this, but it could be true. Now, it's unofficially designed so tanks and missiles could move coast to coast. Do you think that's any truth to that we have the ability to move massive amounts of weapons?
No, because we have those like C-130s. We got these giant planes that can that can fly stuff all over, large amounts of it. Plus, we do have the trains still.
Fucking trains.
I think. I mean, essentially, we have a very. We're blessed whenever it comes to our terrain. I mean, we have a large variety of it, but I mean, you look at like Brazil. Brazil's a very large country, but a significant portions of it's covered by very, very thick rainforest, and mountains and stuff like that. I mean, we got our two mountain ranges that just go in like little straight lines up it instead of going like through us, because that would have caused a big problem if our mountains went east to west instead of north and south. We'd be fucked. It'd be awful. It would really kind of fuck with things. So I think a lot of that is just that we are environmentally, we're pretty blessed in that regard, and so we're able to. We have enough flat land to really put a lot of highways out there. I mean, the Appalachian Mountains, they're old as fuck. They're basically hills, really, really, really big hills, but they're hills.
Yeah, they're pretty rounded. There aren't many peaks to them. Any pointy
I mean, the
parts.
Rockies. I mean, that's a bit more of a bitch. I've driven through them a couple times. It's a bit exciting, but it's not like whenever I was driving in Italy in Positano, and it's essentially one lane. Not one lane each way, one lane, but it's still two ways. And so you got two people squeezing by on this road. You have to tuck your mirrors in, and you've got a vast nothingness of a cliff where you can just fall off. so I mean, like, I do think our roads are better. I think we better maintain them than other places. I mean, it was pretty smooth in Japan when I rode around out there. Most places I'm always a little terrified. Like Philippines, those motherfuckers are psychotic. I mean, they drive like Asians. They drive like Asians. So
they are. The highway system is still on matching scale, especially here in Texas. If you go to any mix master or whatever you want to call it, the highway mix masters, when you get on 635 and 30 and 80, and just the huge structures they are.
People that come here from other states, like my friends from Colorado and stuff, there's one thing that because Colorado they have some little man complex. They're like, oh, I'm awesome too, and it's like, shut the fuck up. No, you aren't. We're competing with California and New York over here. Just you sit in the corner.
The adults are talking.
But one thing that Colorado people have always complimented to me was whenever it comes to our frontage roads, our access roads next to the highway, the way that ours you can go in the far left lane and it'll U-turn around to go in the other lane instead of having to turn left and then turn left again. We have that U-turn. Yeah, and I'm proud of that. I'm like, yeah, why don't y'all just do it?
Something very small that you wouldn't think would be a flex in a sense, or other places would have it, and we're the only states, or one of the only states that has it. So, and the frontage roads. Not many states have a road running next to a bigger road.
Most do. It just depends on how rural you are. I mean, because there's still parts of Texas that don't even have that because there's nowhere to exit to. I mean, it's just like yes, but
Oklahoma's that way, where you exit and you're immediately off the highway. There's not a road, or there's nothing.
I have beef with Oklahoma. Those motherfuckers put a toll booth on 35, and then I think it's 40 that goes east to west in Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. They put toll booths on both those motherfuckers. Greedy ass Indian motherfuckers that didn't want to open a casino, so they just threw a toll booth in front of it and they said, $12 to go to Oklahoma City. Assholes.
Well, speaking of dollars, the U.S. prints the world's reserve currency. That's right. If the world lost all its money, the reserve currency will be U.S. dollars. And that is a big-time flex.
No, it is not.
Why not?
Because the Federal Reserve is a fucking joke. You think that our dollar's worth anything? The real dollar that actually matters is petrodollars.
The oil price in dollars?
It's petrodollars, yes. That's what matters. Our currency is only worth as much as whatever those idiots at the Federal Reserve say it's worth. And how other countries will interact with it. It is. I hate the Federal Reserve. It is the most stupid, worthless thing. It is imaginary value. It's imaginary value. So yeah, I don't think if things go to shit worldwide economically, somebody might like to pretend like the U.S. dollar would be the default. Petrodollars, hands down, or gold. Well, either one of those would be
gold. Gold would be a good one. But as he said, the oil price is in U.S. dollars. That's worldwide. It's not into another currency. It is priced in dollars. And the global trade depends on U.S. currency. The world's economy goes through here. There's a reason most countries were taking advantage of the trade deals prior administrations established. They need the U.S. to trade, and they would pay the tariffs to do it.
Well, they weren't, though. That was the problem. We were.
We were paying a bigger portion than they were, and they were taking advantage of us because that's what a lot of the countries have done so far.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I don't like being, like, well, y'all are bigger and so much stronger than us, so can we get a deal? And they're like, okay, and they're like, thanks, you suck. I'm gonna go over here now. Fuck you. We're so much better than you. We're better than you. Y'all are so awful.
Yeah,
we're gonna take back that deal. Oh, but I love you.
Yeah, you know why? Because if you can't trade with us, then you will be severely financially hampered. I mean, I don't know if we're the biggest economy in the world, but you fucking need us. You need
China's
us.
the biggest economy right now. I think a lot of the problem with our economy, and I would like to see it change, and this is one thing that Trump is doing that I do like, is that's trying to bring more manufacturing back to America. Because we, for the most part, became a service economy.
Yeah, we just buy everybody's shit.
Yeah, we were buying everybody's shit and we were selling our labor. But thing is then all of a sudden everybody's like, well, people in the Philippines, India, China, Indonesia, all that, they're really fucking smart too, and they can answer phones. And so they can go to college. And so that's why we took such a bad hit in that regard. But I think getting a solid manufacturing base back in the United States will allow us to be, I don't want us to be solely manufacturing, but I mean, allow us to diversify a bit.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. Another thing is something you've mentioned before is we don't announce everything. The United States don't announce everything. The biggest flex may be the things we never hear about. We have classified budgets larger than many nations' militaries. We have black projects decades ahead of public tech. And if you know about it, it probably isn't the scariest thing they are hiding, which, once again, we have said before the show.
I was going to say, they had pedophiles in plain sight.
Uh-huh.
It's like, hey, we have a list of pedophiles. Can we see? No. We should arrest them? No, we're good.
Yeah, that thing ain't never going away. Even if they were
Yeah.
to give the whole list out, people will still say,
Way to
"Where's the
brag
rest
about
of
our
it?"
way to
Yeah.
brag about our secrets, Jason. Whatever. That's like one of the worst kept ones and awful ones out there. Yeah, we're really good at keeping those.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I
Well,
love how the one name there's been some names leaked, and there's some that are being leaked
on purpose.
well, no, and they're being leaked and they shouldn't. Whether it is
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
just tip line bullshit or just times that he emailed himself and everybody's like taking it like, I mean, the man was a lying pedophile. Why the fuck are we taking his word for it that Bill Gates did anything?
Very
There's
true.
nothing from Bill Gates saying, "Hey, I need antibiotics to dose my wife with." It was Jeffrey Epstein emailing himself, but everybody's like, "Oh, it says Bill Gates." It's bullshit. Now, I mean, there's some more legitimate ones where you see like interactions with them back and forth, and it's after he'd already been convicted of something. Yeah,
Yeah.
those people are like, "Ugh." I mean, I do think it's funny, like the one that I mean, he didn't go to jail, nothing either, but Prince Andrews, like everybody just absolutely positively knows for certain he was doing some icky things. And he's like, well, I'm going back home. Fuck this. I can get young German girls instead. Whatever.
Times have changed.
Okay, well, the U.S. isn't intimidating because it's loud. It's intimidating because it can escalate instantly. It can control multiple domains simultaneously, and it often doesn't need to fight at all. The greatest intimidation factor is this: we can reach you, we can ruin you, or remove you without warning and without asking. Now, we just don't flex our might with military and dollars. I could go on all day about the national parks, the diversity of the regions in the U.S., or how American athletes usually kick everyone's asses in the Summer Olympics. Well, we're not going to talk about the Winter Olympics.
I mean,
We always,
China's done a lot of good on the Olympics. I mean, they've been like breeding, drugging, and cyber enhancing all of their athletes.
and they be good
And
in the gymnastic stuff, but as
I
far as
mean,
the overall medal count, we usually have way
yeah,
the lead
we're
in that.
usually way up there. But I mean, at the same time, you say that, and I like look at baseball. How many people are American in baseball?
It's a worldwide sport. I'll give you that one.
And then
But we will kick everybody's ass.
you look at hockey. I mean, I do like that we have like North America versus Europe in that one match. That's always fun to watch. But
Hockey's gonna be good.
even then, we have to do North America versus them because, like, USA versus Canada usually doesn't go very well on a lot of things, especially in youth hockey. So
Maybe I spoke too soon.
Yeah.
what else is it that they? I mean, yeah. I mean, other than that, yeah, basketball is mostly Americans. Football is mostly Americans.
Australia's
Soccer
really good
is
at
not
swimming.
a sport.
Australia's
Oh.
good at swimming in the Summer Olympics. They're good at the swimming.
What cracked me up was in Barbados is they have like a cricket field and they're like, oh, cricket this, cricket that, cricket. And I'm like, who the fuck cares about cricket?
They have a cricket stadium in Frisco, I think now, or
building
building one.
It wouldn't surprise me. I know that whenever I was out in, it's either Sanger or Wiley, just driving by a park and people were playing cricket in the park, and I'm like, we are letting too many goddamn foreigners here. Get your, there's a lot of things that I can get. It's like, oh, they took our jobs. I'm like, no, they're playing cricket in our parks. Get them the fuck out! Get them the fuck out! Now!
This is a baseball and football country.
I mean, we put up with soccer. You get your goddamn baseball out of here. I don't want to hear your bullshit.
Weird flat bat.
I mean, you can go play. I mean, if I would be less upset if they were playing croquet. If they're playing croquet, I'd look at them and be like, gay. But, cricket, I'm just like, no, you get that nasty ass fake baseball bullshit out of my country.
Yeah, I've tried watching it. I don't understand it yet. I get it.
I'm going to twirl my arms and throw the ball at some sticks. Well, I'm going to block you with my paddle. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Well, I could continue all day about. I could continue about the businesses that dominate across a broad spectrum of ventures. This episode will be days long, but for now, I'm just going to discuss things I didn't even realize were flexes. Uh, First, ice. No, not that one, but the one we put in our drinks. Pretty
Okay,
common
thank you.
practice here. Okay, pretty common practice here. Whether that cup is filled with too much or too less, unless you ask for no ice, you will be getting ice. Yet in other countries, ice is not so loosely thrown around. You get
It is
maybe
not.
you maybe get 2 cubes or so, and on top of that, top of the ice rarity, free refills are also something that U.S. does, but not in other countries. Now,
Yep.
so I was about
That
to
is
ask
the
you, can you
bitch.
confirm this? Yeah.
Yes, I can confirm this. This is stuff that I've experienced in Europe. Uh, Whenever you get they don't do free refills on sodas typically because they'll just bring out a cup and a can, and then it's like, can I have some ice? Suck
I
it.
guess.
Okay. It's just, but now whenever they bring you out water, for the table, that's usually in a big bottle that you pour for yourself,
Mhm.
and that bottle is cold. So they're
Okay.
not giving you like tepid water or anything like that. And I mean, and I made jokes about them handing you a can and a glass. Usually, if it's a can of Coke, the glass has ice in it. It does. I was
Okay.
just being a smart ass. And they'll keep the drink itself cold. If they keep the drink itself cold, they don't put ice in there. So they don't see because, and I'm fine with that. When I go to Sonic, easy ice all the way. But yeah, it definitely don't drink a lot of sodas there. If you do, you nurse it. You drink a lot of water, and typically, and here's another one for anybody that hadn't been there. Whenever you ask for water, you have to specify flat or sparkling because there are
Wow.
weirdos out there that like bubbles in their water.
No, that's just terrible. I've
I
tried
don't
drinking
know,
it. So
why does
gross.
carbon dioxide make water taste bad?
Water sucks.
I don't understand.
You would think adding flavor to it would make it better, but no.
I mean,
It's
but whenever, no, it's
gross.
not flavored. It is just straight up sparkling water. So it's just water that's had carbon dioxide pumped into it.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's just
that's
that really bitter ass water. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. So it's always like flat. So like go to France and they're like, what would you like to drink? And you're like, oh. And they're like, flat or sparkling? Flat.
tap.
Flat, oh.
I want it out of the tap. Well, not all things are bigger just in Texas. Our massive food portions are a big time flex. What could be considered small here is a family meal somewhere else. When we eat out or cook at home, leftovers are a given. Thanksgiving is our Super Bowl.
Get in my belly.
I think it varies from place to place. I mean, like if you go a lot of restaurants that you go to in Europe, and in like other countries like the Philippines, they do tend to be smaller portions. There have been times though that I've been in some like European countries. I'm like, dear God, that's a lot of fucking food. It's not very often, but it's happened. But like, yeah, when I was in Japan, everything was typically in smaller
Small.
portions. I would say in the Philippines, not so much. I mean, it depends. Like whenever it's restaurants, the portions are small. But like when I was eating with friends and stuff, and everybody was just bringing food. I mean, everybody brought a fuck ton of food. They're like, here, try this. Here, try this. Here, have some goat gut soup. And I'm like, here, go fuck yourself. No. But yeah, I mean, well, and whenever I'm Thailand, it was all right. Oh, Australia portions are fucking huge.
There we go.
Portions in Australia are equivalent to ours. I will say that because everywhere I ate in Australia, everything there was always a bunch of it. So
Let's put another shrimp on the barbie.
Very good. All right. Australia's on the board. Australia's on the board. We got brought them up
hold
class
on
now.
to get them off the board because guns are illegal there, so they don't deserve to be on the board.
Oh, they're
Get 'em
completely illegal? Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, unless you're like a hunter, but it has to be like licensed. It's only be rifles and stuff like that. But yeah, they had a mass shooting. I think late '90s, early 2000s, and then they made guns illegal right after. And we saw how well that worked out around Christmas. So
Yeah, criminals don't follow the law, people. They don't follow the law. All right, I'm going to end on this one. I didn't realize having a public toilet in pretty much every place you go into was a flex. However, many countries require you to pay per use or to even bring your own toilet paper. I have only
yes,
known one person in my life to carry toilet paper everywhere he went, and that was my grandfather. But he also carried a coffee can with the toilet paper, but that's a story for another day.
gross.
Yeah, just think we have entire businesses that model themselves as having the best public restrooms. That will give you something to ponder the next time you're taking a grumpy.
I mean, there are times I'm at airports and I'm like, they should just let Buc-ee's run run the bathrooms here. Uh, no, I mean, I've even in the Caribbean, I've seen places that will charge you to use their bathrooms. A lot of them are same as here, where it's like bathrooms are for customers only.
Yeah.
I've never come across any of the places that have no toilet paper, although I've heard that can happen in Asia. But also keep in mind, most places in Asia, even like the spots that aren't that big, they do bidets.
Yeah.
And so, but not like normal bidets. So bidets for the most part in Philippines, that little hose on old sinks. You know how you had like your regular sink, and then you had a thing that you pull out, spray. They have that hooked down on the water supply on the toilet, and you basically hose your ass off with cold ass water.
I don't
Not
want to take
like
a shower
Japan.
after taking a shit.
I I don't know, man. Bidets are good. Uh, I used to be anti-bidet. Even when I was in Japan, I wasn't big on it because I had bigger problems. The hotel I stayed at, I got it
I
because it was
remember.
portable. I could smoke in it, and it had tatami mat floors, and then it had a squat toilet. And I was like, "Fuck!" And I learned I am not good at using those. That was difficult, and I never want to do that again.
Take a shit, you fall back in it.
No, I missed. I missed.
How do you miss over a big old thing you're hovering
It's
over?
not big, dude. It's like this. It's like this big. It's like this big, and I'm not good at squatting. I don't have a lot of leg strength. I'm a fat man with chicken legs, and I'm sitting there like squatting and holding on to the door frame and aiming. I thought I was aimed all right. I missed. I only missed one. One out of, I think it was like maybe 3 or 4. But yeah, it was not a highlight. I mean, I could say I did it sort of, but I'll never forget though. I went to a dive bar in Tokyo, and I had a couple drinks there, and it's like bathroom, and they just dragged me to their bathroom, and I go to their bathroom, and I just pee. And it's just like it's like a dive bar bathroom. It's like this dirty little closet with a toilet there that probably was white at some point. And I go to pee, and then I look, and it's got a goddamn remote with like 87 buttons on it. And I'm like, fuck, which one of these flushes? And I'm sitting there studying this remote for like a minute. And then I look up and I see just the lever to flush on the side of the toilet. And I'm like, oh. And so I just saw that remote, was completely intimidated. So like Japan, yeah, you can get the more complicated bidets, but in Philippines, it's just like a hose, and you just oh, that's cold. And I was anti-bidet for a long time, even while I was going to the Philippines. And then I was house sitting for a friend once, and I had to use her bathroom, and because I was house sitting, I couldn't hold it the whole time. And her bidet, it was like a whole unit with like the seat. So you sat down, and the seat is warm. It's got a seat warmer. It had temperature gauges for the water, and you told it, like where, what you did. There's a few buttons, and it was like this warm water. I was like, huh, oh.
Oh,
You would love it, Jason.
flush,
You would
flush,
love it a
flush,
lot.
flush.
You'd be like, You'd be
I'm never
giggling.
leaving here.
And she's like, I haven't seen you in a month.
It's really dirty. Just give me some time.
But
Oh man,
it's
that's
supposed to be
great.
better for your asshole too.
I bet. And the way I wop, I ain't very good for it.
So yeah, America flexes, but we sit down very gently.
Yeah, I gotta keep
We
it
need
here
to
going in
get
the
on
bathroom.
the. I've read something recently. I don't know how true it is, saying that the reason bidets didn't take off in America is like during World War I and II, most American experiences with bidets were in like whorehouses, and so they kind of associate it with that. You know how America gets with
Oh,
sex. They're like, sex is
pretty.
icky. When I was at a whorehouse, I saw that, and I'd be goddamned if I'm going to bring that weird butt washer home. Now I'm going to go see the whore down the street because our American whores don't have butt washers. So there you go.
I might need to get me a toilet with a bidet.
They're pricey, but I haven't done it yet. I keep looking at it, and I keep trying to talk myself into it. But I mean, they can be pricey. I know I've seen them really some nice ones for like $200 or $300. But every time I kind of bring it up, my wife kind of like talks me down. So
Well, that will do it, guys. So please let us know if you disagree with the flex level that the U.S. has on the world. But be sure
and
to
let us know
listen.
your thoughts on bidets
Yeah.
and squat toilets. Like, have you ever missed?
I just picture everything in the middle, and you see one turd just flopped over the side, just hanging out of it.
No, it was the first one. It was the first one, and it hit like you got the thing here. It hit right on the edge, and I was like, "Fall in!" You know, like when you putt, and the ball's just hanging there. I'm like, "Go, fall!" And it's just like grabbed on. It's like, "You're gonna have to shove me down there."
That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
You know, not fun. Not one of my shiningest moments. Like
I can't imagine you playing on a phone trying to do that one.
You
it really
can't.
hurries
No,
up the bathroom
I
experience there.
I bet you people that are used to it can. You know, just sit there and just hunker down and just sit there and play Angry Birds or whatever.
I can't
Wordle.
squat for that long. Yeah.
I can't even squat, period.
Oh, God. That's freaking great. Well, make sure you check back with us next week, guys. Until then, we'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Wait What? This show's available on YouTube, Good Pods, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and pretty much anywhere you listen to podcasts. We love to hear from you. Please comment on what you just listened to, pass along episode ideas, or just talk to us at Wait What Podcast in our Facebook group or on TikTok, Instagram, or X. Again, we really appreciate you joining us. Come back again to hear about some stuff that will make you say, wait, what?